What we know about Moderna's coronavirus vaccine and how it differs from Pfizer's. Moderna's coronavirus vaccine candidate is similar to the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine that was authorized and shipped out to the first Americans earlier this week. But there are a few key differences. Most importantly, Moderna's vaccine can be stored in normal freezers and does not require a super cold transportation network, making it more accessible for smaller facilities and local communities. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration's Vaccine Advisory Committee meets Thursday to review whether to recommend emergency use authorization for Moderna's vaccine, with the FDA's decision expected by Friday. Here's a look at what we know about the Moderna vaccine and how it compares to Pfizer's. What is Moderna? While Pfizer is a pharmaceutical behemoth, Moderna, short for modified RNA, is a biotech company based in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Established in 2010, Moderna has never brought a product to market or gotten any of its 9 or so vaccine candidates approved for use by the FDA. It had also never brought a product to phase 3 of a clinical trial previously. The company's scientists had already been collaborating with researchers from the National Institutes of Health on a vaccine for another coronavirus, Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, MERS. When Chinese researchers released a genomic sequence for the novel coronavirus in mid-January, they had a jump start. The vaccine, called Moderna 1273, had development help from the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. The U.S. Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority, known as BARDA, supported late-stage clinical trials and has helped scale up manufacturing. The FDA greenlit clinical trials of Moderna's vaccine on March 3, the first out of the gate. Its advanced stage clinical trial started July 27, and it was the first government-funded phase 3 clinical trial for a COVID-19 vaccine in the U.S. The company applied to the FDA for emergency use authorization for the vaccine on November 30. Does the vaccine work? The Moderna vaccine was effective in preventing COVID-19 cases in total and in limiting severe COVID-19 during the trial. The vaccine's efficacy against COVID-19 was 94.1%, occurring at least 14 days after the second dose, according to a briefing document released by an advisory committee to the FDA. In Moderna's trial, 15,000 study participants were given a placebo, which is a shot of saline that has no effect. Over several months, 185 of them developed COVID-19, with 30 developing severe forms of the disease. One of them died. Another 15,000 participants were given the vaccine, and only 11 of them developed COVID-19. None of the 11 became severely ill. The vaccine was effective across age groups, genders, racial and ethnic groups, and participants with medical comorbidities associated with high risk of severe COVID-19, according to the briefing document. About 10% of study participants were Black and 20% were of Hispanic or Latino.